everyone. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. As some of you may know, I am into watches as much as I am into shoes and cars and motorcycles and things like that. And there hasn't really been a watch that I've said to myself, hey, I gotta show everyone else this. It's usually just for myself, just to have on my wrist. And that's about it. It doesn't go any further than that. I don't really do any videos on them or anything like that. But this watch I think is a little special, and it's funny because it's not one of my most expensive watches. It's not something that everyone thinks of as far as brand name when it comes to luxury or just like, you know, like a wow factor or anything like that. This is a Timex Reissue. It originally came out in 1979, so it's been 40 years since it originally came out. All the bits and parts of it are identical to when it first came out 40 years ago. And at the time, you know, automatic watches and wind-up watches were the thing. So it was actually new technology to have a quartz. So this one, unlike most of my other watches, which are automatics, this one actually works with a battery. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and unbox this watch right before I get started. Like all the watch guys do, here's a wrist check to see what I'm wearing today, watch check. Today I'm wearing my Tissot Visidate in all black, the leather strap. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this. So unlike other watches that come with like usually a square box or sometimes even like a plastic sort of display type of watch holder thing, don't even know what it's called. This one comes with a nice black box. So I'm gonna open that, and inside, again, there is another box. So we'll get that out of the way. And right when you open it, bam, there it is. I'll go ahead and zoom in on that. Again, although all the materials look like it did the day or the time it came out back in 1979, it is all modern stuff. And yeah, let's see what this looks like out of the box. All right, so here it is. I got a little bit of plastic on here. This is cool. This is pretty cool looking. It has sort of like that Pepsi Cola look, right? The red and blue. The bezel, let's see what that sounds like. Wow, the bezel actually makes no kind of sound at all as it goes around, you know, unlike some of like the Seikos or the Rolexes, things like that. I love how the dial or the marks are sort of like this, almost like a cream color, off-white, not necessarily white, but it definitely gives it that vintage look, classic look. There's more plastic here. So I'm assuming this right here, what does that say? Movement Japan, bracelet China. Okay. You know, so since I've seen quartz watches or quartz movements that have a sweeping second hand, but this one obviously doesn't. So you get that tick like you would in most quartz watches. But nonetheless, it looks great. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on the wrist and see what it looks like. There we are. I may have to adjust this a little bit. Not used to these type of bracelets, so probably have to show you guys later how to adjust the part that's stationary. Well, they're both stationary, but the part that it clips onto, this has to be adjusted in order to get a more custom fit to your wrist. But right out of the box, it doesn't fit too bad. It's a little bit snug, but you know, easy to adjust. So I'll see what I can do about that. But yeah, I like the way it looks and feels. Super lightweight, and yeah, definitely glad I got this. And I think the price I got it at was just shy of $200, which I think is a great price for something that looks this great, and it was limited. When my buddy told me about this watch at first, and I had gone on Timex's website, you couldn't even buy it. It was on back order. They were out of stock, and I had to sign up for the email. And sure enough, like, it took a couple months, maybe less than a couple months, and they were back. Sorry for the focusing, it's so bad. But yeah, there it is. I should probably show you what else is in the box. I probably missed out on something else. So let's see, the tab. There's a book down here. And that's about it. Well, yeah, that was the quick little unboxing and showing of the watch.